Hi, it's me again, Fran, and it's week 6. I don't know what I'm doing this. I'm kind of tired. Oh my gosh, I look really tired. It's week 6, like I said, and this week's topic is romantic orientation. Um, Romantic orientation is basically like, your romantic orientation, who you are romantically attracted to. Before, like around, I'd say the beginning of last year, I wouldn't really know a lot about it. I would say I at least know some more, but again, I'm not like completely educated about romantic orientation. I know, um, about like polyromantic, the attraction to I think that's defined as like more than one gender, but not, no, more than two genders, but not necessarily all genders. I think that's what polyromantic is. There's demi-romantic, bi-romantic, homo-romantic, hetero-romantic. Um, there are tons of romantic orientations out there, and um, it's, I would say it's, for some it might be more difficult to discover your romantic orientation than your sexual orientation, um, because we don't really, not a lot of people really talk about romantic orientation, and so to make that distinction is kind of vital. But my own romantic orientation is, I'm still struggling with it. I don't really know exactly what fits best, but right now I go with polyromantic. I was gonna say polysexual. Polysexual is my sexual orientation, but polyromantic, I think that's what it is, but I'm not really sure yet. I don't I haven't really put a lot of time into searching and trying to find out what my romantic orientation is, which I should try and do, but I don't because I've been so busy with work. um, but honestly, it's it is hard though to find your romantic orientation. At least I felt like it was, and or I felt like it is. I feel like it is hard, um, because really we have at least in the U.S., we have like a really big focus on sexual orientation, and it seems to just go over and over and over, and we never focus on romantic orientation. We do focus on romance, but we never focus on romantic orientation. And we tend to just blur together sexual and romantic orientation instead of separating them like we should. But yeah, I guess I found out about like romantic orientation when I was, or my own, um, after a while, because I got tired of just listing out my sexual orientation and then not having my romantic orientation. And I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to do a lot of research. I'm going to take the time to figure out, okay, what, how do I feel and what fits best and yada yada yada. um, but it's, I did take some time to try and find out, and I think I found, it wasn't polyromantic, I keep saying polyromantic, but it was gray romantic, I think. I'm not sure. I'm still pretty confused on what it is for myself, but these things take time. I can't just go out straight out there and like expect to find my romantic orientation like immediately. It takes time, and even then, if I find it, it might change later on in my life, which is okay. Things change, sometimes for the better and sometimes for the worse, hopefully for the better, if I find out that the romantic orientation I do find changes. It's hopefully for the better. But, yeah. That's really all I have for this video this week. I'm sorry about that. This video was really lacking, but in the description, there we go. In the description, I'll put in some links to some blogs that will list out like a bunch of romantic orientations. So if you want to find out what yours is, like you don't know what it is, or maybe you're trying to find a better term, a better word for you, then there it will be. So I hope you have a great Friday. Yeah, it's Friday. I hope you have a great Friday, and I'll see you next week. Bye.